welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are reviewing the Iceland £1 cottage pie meal. Before we get into the video, think in life all the things that cost more than £1. You can get a meal from Iceland, a cottage pie meal that costs just £1. I think that's unbelievable value, and before we even get into the review, I think it's already value for money. And of course, if you do like videos like this, then consider subscribing to the channel. Like the video if it's something that you're interested in, and leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me what food should I review next. And so there it is, the Iceland £1 cottage pie. You can see there the serving recommendation on the front of the package. It looks to have carrots and peas. We've got a 400 gram, and I think the cooking instructions, we can have a look just here. So ways to cook. You've got 55 minutes in an oven from frozen, so the item is from frozen, or we can do it in the microwave from frozen, 9 minutes and 30 seconds, which is something I'm going to opt for. I'm going to opt for the microwave because think how much it's going to cost you to actually oven this £1. I think it would cost more than £1 to cook it. And so for that reason, we'll stick it in the microwave. Let's have a look at the ingredients. Well, before that, let's read that. Cottage pie, minced beef and vegetables in gravy with a mashed potato and rehydrated potato flake topping. So what's that? A rehydrated potato flake topping. I'll be interested to see what that looks like. And then of course the ingredients are there. You can pause it if you want to have a further look. And allergy advice, it looks like it's barley and milk. And then again, nutrition information is just there. Again, you can pause that if you want to have a further look. So there it is, I've got it out of the box. That's what it looks like. On first glances, it doesn't look too bad actually. And look, there's the serving recommendation. It looks quite like that. It's in, again, this cellophane and plastic box. So this is interesting then. I couldn't see on the box that we need to pierce it, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just stick it in the way that it's set here without piercing the film, and then we'll come back when it's cooked. So here we go, we're 5 minutes and 30 seconds in. That's what it says here on the instructions, if the camera focuses. So remove outer packaging, place on microwave plate, cook for 5 minutes 30, which I've done. Leave to stand for a minute and then cook for 4 minutes. So again, no mention of piercing the top, which is unusual, but I've not done it. So that's what it's looking like. There's not much to see at this minute. 5 minutes 30 seconds in. I think we'll see more when we reveal the cottage pie and take off the plastic cellophane. So this is it, the microwave just pinged and the cottage pie is ready. I've just lifted the seal, I've done the seal test, and it's 10 out of 10. And there we go, the cottage pie reveal. As you can see there, steam coming away from it. On first glance, well, we'll talk about smells actually. So the kitchen, the aroma, the smells is just meat, gravy and potato. And yeah, you'd expect that from a cottage pie. But I'm also getting a slight scent of plastic. And, you know, you'd probably, again, expect that with it being cooked in a plastic tub and obviously the cellophane as well. But on first glances then, what do we think? Because it's your comments in the comment section down below that mean a lot as well. So tell me what you think in the comment section down below. On first glance, before we placed it up, what does it look? Again, the serving recommendation looks like that, and that's what we got. So quite similar, I would say. So I've plated it up, and the only way I can describe it is slop. The mashed potato is extremely sloppy. It's not to say it won't taste nice. Automatically, once I got it out onto the plate, I'm thinking to cook some vegetables, maybe to grate some cheese on top of it. But obviously we're doing a review, so we want to just review it exactly how it is out of the box. And of course you can see carrots there, you can see peas. I'm hoping that the camera picks this up. And the mashed potato. And it's quite a good serving for one. And remember, it's £1. It cost just £1 from Iceland, cottage pie. A meal for one for £1. So here we go then, a cottage pie for £1. That's how it looks on the plate. We're going to get into the taste test. Again, something I mentioned is I wanted to add cheese straight away and maybe stick it into the oven and let it melt on top and, harden on top with the potato. You could also cook some veg, again, some chips if that's what you wanted, and add gravy. But what I want to say is it's already very sloppy. The mashed potato, the consistency, it's very sloppy and easy to maneuver. So if you're adding gravy onto it, I can only imagine it's going to become even more sloppy. So just bear that in mind if you were to buy this. Yeah, let's get straight into it then. I want to make sure I get quite a lot of the meat and the vegetables and the potatoes as well, which I feel like I've got there. And on first taste, there's a lot of salt in this, so it says, so I'm expecting it to be quite salty. Okay, well, okay, I expected it to be salty, and it's definitely salty. You wouldn't want to add any salt onto that. If anything, I would probably recommend adding some pepper onto it. And again, in the video, I said I was interested with the potato because it's rehydrated potato flakes. I want to see what that's all about, so let's get a good bit of potato there. Hopefully you can see it on the camera, and we'll try that. So yeah, it's very sloppy. The potato is very sloppy. But taste, this is what we're doing, a taste test. What would I say? Out of 10 taste, I would say a 7. It's not terrible. It's really edible. And let's be honest, if you were to make a cottage pie, it would cost you around probably £5 to £6, to buy the meat, the potato, the gravy, the onion, the vegetables, because it's got carrots and peas in. But yeah, it would cost you around, let's say, £6. But for £1 from Iceland, you're getting an edible cottage pie. And again, if you have things in the kitchen, already in the cupboards, whether it's vegetables, potatoes, gravy, you can add it to this meal. And again, I'll give you a closer look up there. Hopefully, again, the camera's picking up just how it looks. So out of 10 then as a whole, not just taste, I would give it a 7 out of 10. It's edible, it's fantastic, it's £1. Not everybody can cook a cottage pie from scratch or even afford to cook a cottage pie, and that's okay because Iceland are doing a cottage pie for £1 that's edible and it tastes pretty well. And so if you've enjoyed this video and you like what you see, please leave a like on the video, leave me a comment in the comment section down below and tell me which food should I review next, and of course consider subscribing to the channel.